bạn mèo.
Once upon a time, there was a little cup. She was bright, white, and offered plenty of space for delicious, fragrant hot chocolate. And she loved her life. Day after day, she was filled with the best warm frothed milk, which was completed with cocoa powder and topped with marshmallows or whipped cream to make it the best hot chocolate in town. Every time people finished their drink, she was rinsed by velvety soft hands and put back into a shining glass cabinet where she could play with her friends until it was her turn again. One day, however, the little cup was filled, and the giant who drank from her was quite unhappy because he was very stressed and did very little in life that he really enjoyed. And then it happened. He dropped the little cup. Her precious porcelain cracked open on the gray concrete floor with a loud crackling noise, and the little cup howled. The fragrant hot chocolate splashed in all directions, and one of her friends had to substitute for her. The owner of the cafe, which the little cup called home, rushed over quickly and picked up the shattered pieces of the little cup.
"Oh my goodness, what has happened to you?"
she murmured, and immediately set about cleaning it and putting it back together again. For she knew that this little cup was a very special one. Fortunately, the shop was deserted except for the very stressed man, so she could devote herself to patching up the little cup in peace. But no matter how hard she tried, one small shard was still missing. She looked everywhere, under the chairs and tables, even under the golden benches, but she couldn't find it anywhere. And so the little cup was healed again, but a small corner was missing. So from now on, she had to stay on the shelf. The little cup became quite unhappy because she loved it so much to give people a nice day by offering them wonderful hot chocolate. And now she had to stand around all day long, and that was quite boring. One Sunday, however, the cafe was packed because the whole town came to enjoy a delicious piece of cake, and all the cups were busy serving warm coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. When an old man came in who absolutely wanted a hot chocolate with whipped cream on top. It happened as it had to happen. The owner apologized, but she had no cups left, except one that was missing a little corner. The old man replied that it was all right and that he was so hungry for hot chocolate that he would drink from anything. The little cup was startled. Had she just heard that right? Someone wanted to drink from her? She felt the excitement rise up inside her because she was completely out of practice and didn't know whether she could still hold the hot chocolate as well as before. And most of all, she was worried that her friends would laugh at her because they were still impeccable and worked every day. The little cup became nervous. All these weeks she had wished for nothing more than for someone who would finally drink from her again and enjoy her service. But now that the time had come, she did not believe she was capable of it. The milk frother from across the bar seemed to notice that she was not feeling well because he shouted,
"Hey, little cup, what's up? Why look so scared?"
"I'm so nervous. Someone wants to drink out of me and I'm still a little cracked. What if I leak?" The milk frother bubbled with laughter and some milk dripped on the floor.
"But why that? You can do it. You've been doing it all your life, little cup. If anyone can do it, you can. Just because you're missing a little corner doesn't mean you're going to leak, honestly."
"But I'm afraid," replied the little cup. "What if I do?"
"Now listen to me,"
said the milk frother.
"I had a similar problem once. One day, when I was forming milk like that, a piece of metal broke off of me. That's when I knew I had bad luck. The owner put me aside, and from then on I could only watch a lot of milk frother force milk. But then, one day, my young colleague ran out of juice, and the owner had to come back to me. I was also quite excited, but look at that. I had only been lying around for all these years. But when she started forming milk with me, everything worked like before. It doesn't matter that a piece of me is missing, as long as I can still form the milk. And it's total nonsense that you are worried. You don't know what's going to happen. The moment you start to leak, you can start crying. But for now, everything is all right. So let's go."
The little cup knew that the milk frother was right. Only if she tried it could she know if she was still suitable as a cup. Besides, she had no other choice because the owner reached for her and filled her with hot chocolate. What do you think happened? The little cup leaked, but just a little bit, and that the old man, who, by the way, had very poor eyesight, didn't even notice. The little cup was so proud of herself because she had tried it and overcome her fear, and now knew that she could still serve as well as a cup. She became a little less nervous each time because she trusted herself more and more, that despite her flaws, she was quite capable of serving the best hot chocolate in town. From now on, she was allowed to serve hot chocolate whenever old gentlemen, who were no longer able to see so well, came into the cafe. And she did so with pride and pleasure. And, if she was not dropped by another stressed gentleman, she still serves hot chocolate today. Maybe you'll be lucky to meet her sometime.